An epic Smackdown to end 2020. Merry Christmas, friends, and hello, everyone, and welcome to this positive, full Smackdown review. Yes, I don't have a lot of negative things to say about this Smackdown. It was just so good. Smackdown's just been so fantastic, and I've really been enjoying Smackdown over the last several months. And the fact that Smackdown gave us so much to look forward to, it just really gave me high hopes that this was going to be a very good edition of Smackdown. And it turned out to be one of the better ways to end 2020. Absolutely loved this. I absolutely loved this Smackdown. This was the final Smackdown of 2020. And what a way to conclude 2020. So the show began with Kevin Owens facing off against Roman Reigns inside of a solid steel cage, and Roman Reigns would walk away with the victory here, as everybody would have expected. But this match was fantastic. This match was so good. I really did enjoy it. It was great. I loved it. There was not a lot of the negatives I can give here. I really did like this. Did like that Kevin Owens was surviving the spear from Roman Reigns. I know a lot of people are quite upset that Kevin Owens doesn't win matches with the pop-up powerbomb anymore. Yeah, it's sad and it's a shame. He's just so good. Kevin Owens has really stepped up his game quite a bit over the last several months. Like, I wasn't really the biggest Kevin Owens fan at first, but I feel like ever since his Shane McMahon segment, he's really gotten me, and I really am enjoying what he's been doing lately, and I really did enjoy it. I really did enjoy this match, and Michael Cole stated he called this steel cage a match where Jey Uso will not be able to get involved. Hence, for the steel cage. Well, I guess Jey Uso just told Michael Cole to hold my beer. That's probably what he was thinking backstage. He was probably standing backstage with Jimmy Uso, and he was all like, "Hold my beer, Jimmy. I'll show Michael Cole that even with a solid steel cage, I will still help my cousin retain the Universal Championship." And that's exactly what happened. Jey Uso eventually got involved. He handcuffed Kevin Owens to the steel cage, and Roman Reigns went on to retain. Now, I don't know if this is continuing the rivalry. I feel like it is. Because kind of going with a handcuff ending doesn't tell me that this is the end of the feud. I feel like this is going to keep going. And I would like it for it to keep going. I really am enjoying it. So, yeah, that's the end. So that's the end of that. Very good, solid steel cage match. How would you prefer your steel cage matches to end? So here's my question for this video. How would you like your steel cage matches to end? Would you want them to win just by pure pinfall and submission? And there's no pinfalls and submissions and just escaping the cage? Or pinfall, submission, and escaping the cage minus the door? You guys can let me know down below your thoughts on how you think a steel cage match should end. Next, we move on to the match of the night, in my opinion, and that is the women's tag team triple threat match. Oh boy, this is interesting. This match got a lot of star power in this match. We had Charlotte Flair and Asuka defend their titles against Bay Mella and Bianca Shah, or however they want to pronounce their name. Also, Bayley and Carmella are not a real team, so I'll just get that out there right now, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people would have been upset that there was no Liv Morgan and Ruby Riott. Even if Liv Morgan and Ruby Riott were in this match, and if they lost, fans would have complained and said that they got buried. You know? Like, they got buried. And they look weak in that tag team match. So, if you're a Riot Squad fan, you technically should be happy that they were not put in this match. Bayley and Carmella served one purpose, to eat the pin, and what happened at the end, they also served their purpose. So Sasha Banks would pin Bayley with the frog splash. Isn't this the first time Sasha's actually scored a pinfall victory with a frog splash? I think it is. I don't remember any other time she's won with a frog splash. But this match was great. I really liked it. Bianca Belair did her usual flipping and then spanking her butt. And then Charlotte, she'd do it back to her. She would show her how athletic she is. Charlotte would do the exact same thing as Bianca. Do the flips. Jeez. For a woman that tall, she's able to flip. So for those who say she ain't acrobatic, she doesn't do acrobatics, there you go. Charlotte is very athletic. And then she did the spanking back to Bianca. I ain't gonna lie, I loved that. I love babyface Charlotte. She's just so great. And then as I said before, Bayley was pinned by Sasha's frog splash. And the main thing about this match, was that everyone was complaining about the quote-unquote ending. So, and because no one saw the match at the time, everyone online read the spoilers. And seriously, why are you gonna waste your time reading the spoilers? Wouldn't it be great if you just waited for the show? Like, I stayed away from the spoilers. But anyway, people were complaining about the ending, which was Charlotte Flair pinning Bianca Belair. Right? That was the ending everyone was complaining about. But, again, no one bothered to pay attention. Use your eyes and pay attention. So when Bayley and Carmella were eliminated, there was a camera shot they showed of Carmella's little sidekick and Bayley still sitting outside at ringside. So when I saw them there, I was like, yeah, they're going to play into the ending. And what happened? Bayley and Carmella played into the ending with her little Chevalier or whatever his bloody name is. So they took out Sasha. Like, they distracted Sasha and Bianca, which led to Charlotte Flair hitting the natural selection on Bianca Belair for the 3 count. It was a distraction. It wasn't a clean loss. And secondly, so before people go ahead and start saying Bianca got buried, she didn't. Her and Sasha looked strong. They looked strong in defeat. There was nothing wrong with this. There is nothing wrong with Bianca taking an L to Charlotte Flair. The only reason why people hate it is because it's Charlotte Flair. That's the only reason why people didn't like it. You saw what happened. So really, you should not be blaming this on Charlotte. You should not be blaming this on Charlotte. The ending was perfectly well done. Bayley and Carmella. I'm getting their names mixed up for some reason. But Bayley and Carmella, they played their role. They played their purpose because they're the heel team. Asuka and Charlotte are the faces. So are Bianca and Sasha. So clearly, so that means their little rivalries are potentially still going. So that's what it feels like there. No complaints from me. Bianca isn't buried before anybody starts screaming at it at the top of their lungs. This was a meaningless match. Meaningless. It was a meaningless match that harmed no one. Okay? It was a meaningless match that harmed no one. It didn't hurt anyone at all. So chill. Loved the match. Great. It was a great. Loved the match. It was perfectly well done. And as I said about the Riot Squad, if they were in this match, everyone would have complained about them. You know, oh, they lost. Everyone was assuming it was the Riot Squad they were going to face. But they didn't. So there you go. So then we had Daniel Bryan face off against Jey Uso. Despite me not really caring about this match was another great one. I really did enjoy this matchup too. And Daniel Bryan got the win. Funny how Jey Uso comes out to help Roman, but Roman doesn't return the favor for Jey. Isn't that ironic? Isn't it ironic that Jey Uso will help Roman, but Roman doesn't return the favor, that Roman doesn't help Jey? I don't know. I just think it's I just find it coincidental. So then we had the main event, and that was Big E challenging Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental Championship in a lumberjack match. Not a fan of these lumberjack matches. The only reason why I don't like them is because they don't do what they're told. The whole point of a lumberjack match is for the lumberjacks to throw the competitors back in the ring. But when a competitor gets thrown outside, you see the lumberjacks just start beating up the wrestlers outside. They just start attacking them. And I'm just thinking to myself, the whole point is that they're supposed to throw them back in the ring. They're not supposed to fight. They're not supposed to fight the wrestlers. That's why I don't like lumberjack matches. I just think the whole concept is just really stupid. If they're not gonna do what if you're not gonna have the lumberjacks do what the rules tell them to do, then we don't need to do the matches. We don't need to do the match. So the lumberjacks start brawling amongst themselves. Sami Zayn tries to get away, but Apollo Crews is the only smart one to see Sami get away. Apollo grabs Sami Zayn, so does Chad, Otis, and the Street Profits. They all just grab Sami Zayn and do what a lumberjack is supposed to do. Pick him up, throw him in the ring. There you go. Simple. That is all what a lumberjack is supposed to do, and it leads to Big E doing his combination of the belly to belly, the big splash, and the big ending for the 1, 2, 3. And Big E is your new Intercontinental Champion for the second time in his career. Very happy for Big E. Very happy for him. Sami Zayn, he had a good run. I'm not frustrated he lost. He had a great run. I really did enjoy Sami's run with the Intercontinental Championship. What does this mean? Does this mean Big E is going to suffer the same fate as Rusev? Because last time this happened on Christmas, the last time this happened, this was Rusev. He defeated Shinsuke Nakamura for the United States title, and then what happened? Rusev dropped the title back to Shinsuke Nakamura. He dropped it right back to him at Royal Rumble. So are we going to see Big E do the exact same thing? I personally don't want that to happen, because then, you know, we shouldn't really be taking these Christmas episodes seriously if we know they're going to eventually drop the title back. So overall, I'm happy for Big E. Great to see him as Intercontinental Champion again. Hopefully this leads to him eventually becoming Universal Champion. I would love to see him get his big push. So overall, as I said, not really a lot of negative things to say. I really did enjoy this episode. So if you guys... So there you go. I hope you guys all have a wonderful Christmas. Hit that like button. I would greatly appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button for more videos. And I will be on here for a live stream tomorrow for more Universe Mode. I'll be making a big announcement about that. And see you all next time, and have a wonderful Christmas.